We're fired up here on Victory Monday. Welcome into Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here celebrating the Seahawks win over the Commies. Seattle now 6-3 on the season. Feeling pretty good, right? I have my Monday observations we'll get to coming up in just a matter of moments. But first, spam W in the comments section to celebrate that Seahawks win. I need to see at least 300 W's in that chat. Get on your feet. Get fired up. It's a good day to have a good day. We'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with Geno Smith. The way he rallied from what was a rough start in yesterday's performance. We've been asking for weeks, will the Geno Smith, the real Geno Smith, please stand up? And he finally did. He delivered in that second half a performance that was something we have been begging, pleading, and he delivered. 16 of 20, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Seahawks win. A big day for Geno Smith, making some clutch passes in some big moments to drive home this victory for Seattle. And Pete Carroll was speaking glowingly about Geno's performance after the game, saying, I thought he was almost perfect, all but maybe he was perfect. The throws he had to come up with, the poise, the cadence, running the club, the whole thing, he was perfect. I thought he was just exactly what we could hope we could see in him. I'm sure he had great numbers today. Must have had terrific numbers, but more than that, he just came through just like we're counting on. And personally, I applaud Geno's ability to block out the noise, get back on track, coming up in huge moments. Look, you don't have to go very far into the comment section here on Seahawks Today and other shows to see there have been some doubters. There have been some haters that have been calling for a change at the quarterback position to go to Drew Lock, but we've told you that we believed that Geno Smith could get out of this, that he could get out of this slump and deliver in some key moments. And that's exactly what we saw yesterday. In Geno's own words, they wrote him off and he didn't write back. Geno, 31 of 47, 369 yards, 2 touchdowns. A nice day for Geno Smith. It wasn't a perfect day, like what Pete Carroll alluded to, but it was a huge step in the right direction. I want to see more of that from Geno Smith. And let's ride the train. Let's show our support for Geno Smith here on Seahawks Today. All the 12s, I want you to get in that comment section right now. Spam B in the chat. Do you believe in Geno Smith? Look, we know that there's probably going to be a change at the quarterback position next year, but at least here in the now, in the present, are you ride or die with Geno Smith? That's our pinned comment today. Type B for believe, type D for don't. Let me know what you think. Number 2 in our Monday observations for the Seahawks, we turn our attention to the receiving game, and there was a very notable statistic that stood out from this performance, the yards after catch improvement collectively as a whole. Seattle gained 250 yards after the catch in Sunday's win against Washington. And what's noteworthy about that, folks, that was the second most yards after catch in a game by any offense in the entire NFL this season. Pretty remarkable that these guys ran terrific routes, found ways to get open, and really just explode. I want to take you piece by piece and show you what we're talking about here. Here's a good example, Tyler Lockett. With his 8 catches, the 92 yards he had in a touchdown, you can see a lot of white means that was a long play of sorts. The route was incredible. The green shows the after catch, and you can see there was a lot of yards after catch, nearly half the yardage for Tyler Lockett, 46 to be exact. How about DK Metcalf? 98 total yards off of 7 catches. He had 40 yards after catch himself. But that wasn't all, folks. How about Kenneth Walker? And we know about that 64-yard play that he had that was a touchdown score. You can see this was just a simple short pass that he just found an opening, and bam, boom, he was off to the races to the end zone, to the house. And then Jaxon, Smith-Njigba, JSN, 4 catches, and all of his yardage pretty much was after the catch, 53 to be exact. It was awesome to see. And credit to offensive coordinator Shane Waldron for effectively using 12 and 13 personnel to make these openings available for the yards after catch. It wasn't just yards after catch either we saw in the offense on Sunday. There was improvement in the screen game. The play action was more effective as well. We also saw pass protection help for this Seahawks team. All of it was a step in the right direction for Seattle of what they were able to do effectively with this passing game. I really liked it. I thought it was a big key for this Seahawks team's success that they were able to do what they did with that. And yards after catch was a great example of that. So Shane Waldron, I know he's taken his fair share of criticism over the last couple of weeks, but he came in with a great game plan. The offense was very effective in more ways than one as far as that goes. So, is your confidence renewed in Seattle's offense after the win? I feel pretty good about this offense. Look, we knew going into 2023 this team was going to have a lot of weapons to work with. Here they are. What do you guys think? What's your confidence level? I'm feeling really good about this offense right now. I give it about an 8. If I'm going to be honest with you. What about you guys? Scale it for me in that comment section. Put a number on it, what your confidence level is in Seattle's offense right now. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time, the place to go for the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. This past weekend, saw my Kansas Jayhawks lose to Texas Tech, unfortunately. Did see the basketball team beat Manhattan. Number 1, we're coming for Kentucky tomorrow. Anyways, save some money with Game Time this weekend, folks. You better believe it. I found some great seats, low prices. It was a great deal. And you can too, whether you're going to Seahawk games, concerts, comedy shows, theater productions. It's real easy. You pick the game you want to go to. Prices are listed. Choose the seat. Just like that, within moments, you're checking out. Whether it's with Apple Pay, Google Pay, all major credit card providers. Download Game Time. Save $20 when you use the promo code SeahawksChat on your next purchase. Download Game Time today. Terms and conditions do apply. Promo code SeahawksChat at checkout. Last on my observations from this past Sunday, I got to turn my attention to Boye Mafe. And we've been telling you for the last few weeks, this guy has been on a tear, and it did not slow down this weekend. It continued. In fact, he made history this Sunday as Boye became the first player in Seahawks franchise history to go 7 straight games with a sack, as he now has 7 sacks on the season and has just been incredible so far this year. I told you at the beginning of 2023, I expected a breakout season from Boye Mafe, but he has even done better than what I thought he was going to be. He is clearly the Seahawks' best pass rusher this season. So far, we mentioned the 7 sacks that he's had, 32 tackles, 7 tackles for loss. He's done it in 8 games and 10 QB hits. Boye's been absolutely remarkable. And the thing, too, about Boye, I know some people are going to wonder, second season, last year, his rookie year, didn't, leave a lot to be desired necessarily. It wasn't a huge season for him as a rookie last year. The question I think people would be asking, and I think it's a fair question, is this a flash in the pan of sorts for Boye Mafe? And the reality is that it's not, that this is who he is, that this version of Boye Mafe that we're seeing right now, this version of Boye is here to stay. He's not going anywhere. Yesterday had 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 QB hit. Boye Mafe is unbelievable, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. So let's show some love for Boye in that comment section. Type 53. History was made. The Mafe boss is in full force. Get in that comment section. Drop 53 to show some love for him in that comment section below. As we wrap up, I want to make up this point. Now that the Seahawks got this win, they're 6-3. Going forward, this is a tough schedule ahead. We all knew that the second half of the season, this Seahawks team was going to be tested, and it all begins this weekend when you take on the Rams, who you lost to earlier this year. But I believe that we have not seen the Seattle Seahawks play their best football yet. So although they are headed to a tougher portion of the year where things are not going to be easy, I feel like the Seahawks still have their best football in front of them, that we haven't seen this team play to their full potential, and we're going to need to see that through the next coming weeks. The Rams game, not going to be easy. Then a short week against the Niners, Thanksgiving night. You turn around, you play the Cowboys on the road on Thursday Night Football the week after, and then the Niners again. Then the Eagles arguably the best team in all the NFL right now, Titans, Steelers, and Cardinals. The run to the playoffs is on right now. The Seahawks need to put their best foot forward. I think you're going to see this team kick it up another notch. I know that they haven't had the, sexy wins of sorts where they've just inserted their will on teams, but I do think you're about to see this team really step up and compete with some of the best that the NFL has to offer. Before we go, get in that comment section one more time. Spam W to celebrate that victory Monday, and we'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.